Welcome to Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope. Right, so Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope YouTube page on the Facebook page on YouTube. So right now I just want to go through some of the messages that we were sent in. I've got one here, and you know something, I can't say his name because it's in, I don't know if this is Chinese, or well, his name is in Chinese or Japanese, so I can't. Oriental, let's just say it's Oriental, and it starts to say, so I apologise, it came up on the screen, right, on Facebook, and it's, so I don't know how to pronounce your name because it's in Chinese or Japanese writing. And it goes, I think something like this should be posted. My English isn't very good. You can edit it as you like. Things that people complain about DCEU. Man of Steel is boring. BVS is not funny. Martha, Batman's eyes. Wonder Woman's boobs and armpits. DCEU made Batman kill, which isn't comic accurate. Things that people don't say about MCU. Why doesn't Hawkeye wear a mask? No reason is given why Tony returned as Iron Man after Iron Man 3. Tony returning. MCU makes uncomic accurate of all the characters, but gets a pass because they threw in an Easter egg. How is Captain America okay with killing, but he doesn't kill Tony when Tony made Ultron and Civil War happen? Recasting Hulk and War Machine, and no one says anything. Tony also scanned S.H.I.E.L.D. in Avengers, but never found out Hydra in it. Killing Quicksilver for no reason for critics. Changing Ant-Man from an a-hole-ish character to an ex-con old nice rich guy, not mentioning vigilantes like Daredevil or Punisher in Civil War, even though it was a big deal in Daredevil Season 2. Not trying to bash MCU, I really liked MCU, but it changed after Age of Ultron. Okay, now I'm just going to go on to the next message and I'll come back to that because this is running out of power. Yay, lots of love hearts and a big that, oh it's that, it's very nice of you. That was by Lydia Nazario. I need to look and see where you're from. Vincent Pish. Just was to let you know I appreciate all that you do for the DCU community. Keep up the excellent work, Pax. Well, there were nice compliments. Excellent. I'm glad you appreciate the page for those. Going back to the one of the first messages. Now, I had a couple of messages there to read out, but I had to delete some of them. One person had sent in a lot of memes, kind of jokes, and it really sort of attacked Marvel. And one of the editors of the page wrote back in a nice sort of way and why they don't think we should post these pictures. I'd have rather made it and not responded, but he done a good job in responding to it, and he was very civil about it. But then he wrote back very nastily, calling us all manners of things, and because we wouldn't do it or something like that. And as I've said before, we don't go out our way to post. Very weird light in here. We don't go out our way to post memes of Marvel. We use it roughly round about the time when when DC's getting bashed for some sort of reason, or maybe we'll dig one up from the past about BVS, and it shows the similarities and the biased views. And the person may have a point there. I mean, Marvel has done a lot of films that you can pinpoint all the sort of problems that the Marvel films has had, characters and how they're portrayed, how the storyline flows, and as I say, for us, I think it's the reason why there are so many sort of problems down that line is because they're trying to make it child friendly. They're trying to make it a certain level where it's going to be for everybody. So in order to do that, they change the characters from somebody that will slash you to a knife, somebody will to a person that would rather, play a trick on you instead, and that way you're taken from the character. Where DC, so far as my opinion, they're staying true to the characters. I know some people out there will complain that's not their Superman. That's not their Superman because they're not reading the comic books, or they're basing it on films from long ago, from the Christopher Reeves. And I know for a fact there are people out there that have complained about the Superman because it isn't Christopher Reeve again, but they've never once read comics. And sometimes you get tired of showing up. I see pictures on Facebook all the time about Superman, and he's down there and he's thinking and he's sad or he's crying or everything else, and it just, there's only so many times you can shout that out, and nobody makes a big deal about these things on Marvel, and I think that's only because because Marvel is a success as well as money going, and because it's family orientated film, there are websites out there that like to have a lot of clicks to it. Again, clickbait. There are a lot of people out there a lot of websites and whatnot that like to have viewers. So if they're going to put down something that is successful in the cinema industry, then they're going to basically they're not going to get very far as people. If you get 1,000 people going to see a Marvel film, say 100 people seeing a DC film, well, of course they're not going to bash the Marvel film, because that's 1,000 people they could lose. So they'd rather lose 100 people, and this is it, and this is where the bias comes from. It's I'm going to turn this. No, that doesn't make an. On my phone, there's kind of half the blue. It's like the Dark Knight with the Superman light in the background. Okay, I'm still. And so it's hard again. Fortunately, there are people out there that do speak up for DC, and as I said before, look at my YouTube like list, videos that I've liked and whatnot, and there are people like myself, much better than myself, that are going out there and defending the DCEU. But again, there's more and more people out there that want to get viewers, that want to get subscribers. So instead of just sticking to the one topic, they'll do reviews of different programs. They'll do, they'll not just stick it to DC, because that then minimises the amount of viewers that person will get, and then they'll go to Marvel, they'll go to sci-fi, and and it's all about getting people to watch you. I clicked on to one guy and I thought, he's just reached 1,000 subscribers, and every day I look at him and he's reacting to another thing. Meanwhile, there's a Wonder Woman poster or a Justice League poster behind him, and he's just reacting to everything Marvel, DC, sci-fi, TV shows, programs, and a guy called J-Roar, he had ended it. I've said this in another YouTube video. He had ended doing reactions because he wanted to do something that was more personal to him. And he was getting upset because not a lot of people were paying attention to those sort of videos of him being more personal and talking about stuff. And again, it's all up to what kind of channel or page you want to create. And I'm all up for people. DC Domingo has just started. I think I gave him another shout out, another video and a link. And as far as I'm concerned, he's doing DC. The last time I checked. So we need more people, like just the average guy, average girl that will just sit down and let's forget about how many viewers you've got. I mean, right now, most of these videos that I make, they make something like 30 or 40 views, and that's it, and then we'll get about 6 likes. Okay, so there are people out there that say, no, that's not good enough. I want to get, and it's, for me, that if I had that vision for my page, for Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope, you know, I see it all the time. Please share my page. Please do this so I can get more people on it. And to be honest, it's word of mouth. You know, it's up to you what you put on your page, but make it first and solely for yourself. You know, people will come across it. People will come across your page. People will come across your videos at some point, and you've got your word out. Even if it gets to reach to one person or two people, you've got your ideas, your visions out there, and if people like you, they will watch you and they will share you. But leave it to them to share the video. You know, I've watched myself sometimes in this, and there's only a couple of myself that I think is pretty good. You know, that I've started and I've laughed at myself for. And yeah, I've done some silly ones dressed up as Superman and done things. I went to a museum in Braehead, and but that, you know, that was people might just find out that offensive, saying, I thought Superman was meant to be serious. I thought this was, you know, you're portraying Superman in a light, campy way. And I says, no, this is a fan showing that he could, you know, his passion and his love and stuff. And it's all, again, my page gets criticised a lot for bashing Marvel or whatever. And it's, if that's how you see the page, then I apologise. It's not something I set out to do. I set out a page in order to give a voice to the people that I second, by going to groups and pages and stuff like that, and second, listen to their fellow fans put down something that you love, and then they compare it to this. So Marvel is a $10 billion industry. How dare you affect that? They're doing wrong. And what's DC done? Well, it's these sort of comments when I go, right, okay, I am going to grab this picture of how much money the free films make. I'm going to make a memo up or something, and I'm going to stick it here, and then I'm going to go, look at that, and that gives the voice to those people. And that's what I kind of try and, it's like I'm watching the Hugh Hefner story about Playboy, and he deals with, when he was starting his magazine, he deals with what's out there at the time and how to speak up for the people that have been trodden on. And he made this Playboy TV channel when he got all the black people on his TV show, and it's, you know, like Star Trek done, with the multicultural stuff in the 50s and 60s. Now there was another topic I was going to talk about, and I got sidelined because of this. Okay. Again, it's, that was it. The Captain America and Wonder Woman thing. I just don't know. I get what they're talking about. Okay, Captain America during the World War, to whatever, he gets frozen and then he lands back in time. Now people are saying, "Oh, Wonder Woman is going to be just as successful as Captain America," and I'm thinking, was Captain America really that successful? Again, me being biased, of course, but it didn't really thing with me. I watched it and I thought there were maybe 30-40 minutes of the start was alright, but it tended to slow down at a pace. But then we have Wonder Woman, who came out years and years in the comic books before Captain America, and she's a woman, first of all, and she doesn't get frozen in ice and then gets opened up in the future. She sees man, she's been watching man all of this time, and she's, and her people have totally just left mankind alone because they're idiots. And she makes that turn to say, I'm going to go back in there and show mankind. So there are, as many there are similarities, there's a lot of differences between the two films. And I think it's wrongly, I think it's a wrong thing to do to constantly compare the two. I think both of them should be criticised or whatever as a different, from a different viewpoint. And again, if anybody out there saying that they're making Wonder Woman instead of Captain, no, please search through your history, search through your Wonder Woman books and stuff like that, or whatever, and you'll see that Wonder Woman is, first of all, the original, and when you put up all the evidence in the Wonder Woman lore, then what they're doing in this film is the way it should be done, by her going to see the war, and rightfully enough, it should be the First World War, the war to end all wars, the first time when mankind, well, it wasn't the first time man fought man, but at that time it was with the technology that they had, with the guns and stuff like that, it was, and of course it made sense from a pilot crash landing on the island, because if it was any other war before that, it'd be like boats and fishermen, kind of. I'm going off on a tangent, but it's it just been, and there are a lot of reviews saying, Wonder Woman's doing good. It's almost, and then they bring up Captain America, and what can I say? I just wish that there was a dislike button. Because most of the time now I am pressing the angry button, because I don't want to bother making a comment. I just don't like seeing the comparisons. I think each film should be based on its own merit and its own ideology of what they're doing about it and the route that they're going down to make it. I mean, Wonder Woman could have been made that it happened in the Iraq War. They could have changed it to that, but they didn't. And the poor wee Steve Trevor, he may be dead now, which was the love life of ours. And yeah, it's, and of course you got a wee similar to that to Captain America. But I just wish, stop basing it on a Marvel film. Let's criticise Marvel film by Marvel and DC by DC, if you know what I mean. Let's stop doing the comparisons, because that then feeds the memes and the jokes and everything else. And I think, and I think when the film is out, Wonder Woman is out, people will, fans of the film, young girls and stuff like that, they'll not even bother, not even thinking about the two films either being the same. For them it'll be Wonder Woman. So, thanks for listening, and be positive out there, and please send in your messages. Oh, another shout out. Yep, thanks for the shout out. I did ban that guy, the troll. I'm going to treat it, as I say, as a page. And thanks for and I've just put this off, so Thanks for the heads up on the Flash and the Zoom. You know who you are. I've commented on you before. Forgive me if my mind and stuff bad with names. Okay. Who else? And just thanks for commenting, and whatever you comment on, it gives me a drive to do more. It gives me an idea for the next video. Today I had no idea what to make a video of, without trying to go over stuff that I've done before. So messages and everything else helps make the Facebook page and the YouTube more personal, and that's what I like. I just like to talk. And as I say, I know there were going to be trolls coming. There are going to be more people out there that's going to call me every name under the sun, and I actually took it as a sort of a badge of honour that somebody with 150 odd subscribers, that normally would get overlooked. So thank you guys and girls for all for your comments and your like buttons, and please share and to your DC people out there, to DC fellow fans, and let's get a talk going. Okay, thanks very much. Be positive out there. Not long now for Wonder Woman. Definitely get my tickets as soon as I get paid. Check you out later.